What's up, guys? Will Morris here, bringing guys a brand new episode of Washington Station, the best station for Washington Football Nation. Now, last episode I gave my opinion on the name change, and I stick with what I said because I recorded it yesterday, so of course I stick with what I said. So, we're going to talk about a topic I'm very excited to talk to, and again I had to put it in because I'm starting to like having it here. It's the second episode I've had it, and I really like it. So, we're going to be talking about the wide receiver position. Now, with this season, position groups is something we hope we weren't going to have a problem with, other than we knew defensive backs was going to have something. But we were hoping tight end, which has also become a problem, and receiver positions become a problem. Unexpectedly, but it has. So, I want to talk about why it's a problem, and what are two main possible solutions to fix the problem. Alright. So, the receiver position has been a problem for us ever since we let go of Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon, and Jamison Crowder. Granted, Jamison Crowder stayed another year, but that core group just kind of fell apart after Pierre and Deshaun left. So we tried to rebuild it. We kept Crowder, but we tried to rebuild it with Terrell Pryor and Ryan Grant and Josh Doctson. We all know how that went. But, it happened. It didn't work at all. We move on. Next season, we got rid of Terrell, and then we got Trey Quinn in, and then we had a receiver who was supposed to be good, and I can't remember. What was his name? If y'all remember his name, comment down below, because it's just on the tip of my mind, and I can't think of who it was who was supposed to be our other main receiver that year. Anyway, not important. That was 2 years ago, so don't even worry about it. This past season, we thought we had finally had it solved. Terry McLaurin, Kelvin Harmon, Steven Sims, and then we had other people that chipped in and played pretty good too, but they were the main three. Steven Sims, Terry McLaurin, Kelvin Harmon. Alright, we got off a good season. We had Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis. Both were having concussion issues, but we're like, alright, they're going to be back next year. They're going to be good. Although, y'all all know how I felt about Jordan Reed and how I thought it wasn't going to... How I didn't believe he should have came back, which he hasn't, because I was worried more about him than him playing for a football team. So, I was on for Vernon, and then he retired in the Super Bowl commercial. So then tight end position fell apart. So then we tried to rectify that this season with getting Richard Rodgers, Logan Thomas, and Thaddeus Moss. And my favorite out of those right now is Thaddeus. I think he's going to end up being the starter because he was actually kind of like a mid to potentially high round draft pick, but his foot fracture surgery and all that left some uncertainty with teams, which is why he didn't get picked up. Anyway, so Richard Rodgers. Oh no, is it Richard Rodgers? Oh no, I think it's Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas, I think, is the one that's on COVID reserve list, which is a 10-day quarantine. You come back, get retested, you're positive for COVID, you go back to quarantine for another 10 days. If the test comes back negative, you get to practice with the team. And can I just say for the fact, my family's already heard this spiel. I saw on a fan page, somebody said, well, he's on the COVID reserve list. He'll probably be good for week 1. Let me just say this. As of the day he was put on reserve, it was July 29th. COVID reserve is 10 days. Last time I checked, week 1 is a little under a month and a half away. And COVID, last time I checked, doesn't stick around for a month and a half, nor does the COVID reserve. So I think he's going to be fine. So for those trying to make a drama out of it, we're hoping he'll be good for the beginning of the season. He's going to be fine, so shut up. Okay, got this build up. Okay. So anyway, our tight end group's going to be Richard Rodgers, Logan Thomas, and Thaddeus Moss, and Jeremy Sprinkle. Can't forget about Mr. Sprinkle. He'd be good if he just, caught the balls the way through to him. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't see a clear starter. Although I said like Thaddeus, I think has an edge as long as his foot is good and he's healthy. But I see a lot of potential, and I think that's what most of this team is now: is potential. They have the potential to be this higher level, but we're not there yet. I think that's across the team the common thing. Everybody is at the potential, but we're just not there yet. I think that's with everybody. I mean, Dwayne, Terry is he's not even there yet, and he's already there. So that's just the top point for him is huge. The O line is just they're almost there. Just need to get right there. D line is pretty much there. I mean, come on, it's been already there, and we got Chase Young now. It's there. Defensive backs, a lot of potential. They got a long ways to go. So, but in my video about tight end position, no. Safety position, no. It's about the receiver position. So you're probably wondering why I said a problem if it was so good last season. We didn't lose anybody. You're right, we didn't lose anybody. Technically. However, we have lost 2 people. Or 3. It was a receiver from last year, I think. Very low rated receiver, Emmanuel Hall. It's okay. He wasn't gonna play, in my opinion, but it's a problem nonetheless. We lost him. Cody Latimer had 3 charges on him. And so he's been put on the commissioner's exempt list, which means he's paid by the team but cannot be with the team or contact with the team. So, and it's while the investigation on him is ongoing, so it could be a few weeks, a few months, the whole season. He never gets off of it. He goes to jail, blah, 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 blah. Could never get good. So Cody Latimer's off the list. Well, the guy who was a kind of a Garcon-like receiver last year almost, Kelvin Harmon, going to be Dwayne's main guy, working out with Dwayne all off season with him and Terry. And he tore his ACL in workouts. Obviously, ACL recovery has sped up over the past couple of years with new technologies, but it's still not fast enough for him to be back this season. So that leaves Terry McLaurin and Steven Sims. Well, we drafted in the 4th round my favorite pick of the draft, also my favorite player on the team right now because it's from Liberty and I'm going to Liberty. So Antonio Gandy Gold, number 10. He's going to be a one-hand snatching big body out there that people are down him. People are down him because he went to a small school. Blah 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 blah. He is going to be a standout player, I believe. He's going to be breakout. I think he's going to be good. He's not the fastest guy, but he's the biggest guy you'll have at receiver position. And he can go up and get it, no problem. He can carry men on him like it's no problem. No question. So I think he's going to be just fine. I think he's going to be a great addition. But what we're missing in there, in my opinion, and we also don't not count Cam Sims and Darvin Kidsey. I worked at training camp last year, so I saw Kidsey and Sims up close. Sims is very good. He's kind of like Gandy Golden, a big body, not the fastest, but he can go up and get it. I think he has a good chance of making the team. And Darvin Kidsey, he played really good in training camp. He showed a lot of promise. He caught some balls he dropped some balls he should have caught. And I think it was the same in the actual preseason games, but he's very fast. He's very athletic. He's very good. So if we can get him right, we're going to be fine. But I want to talk about 2 solutions. My opinion, and Ron Rivera has spoken on one of these. My opinion is we need a veteran. A veteran to get in there and just kind of rally all the guys together. And Ron Rivera said in an interview a few months ago, Coach Rivera, what are your thoughts on Antonio Brown? And he said, well, we like what we have now. We like to build the young guys. But if something happens and we feel like we need to bring a guy in, Antonio will be one of the guys to look at. We've lost 2 guys. 2 potential starters. Cody Latimer and Kelvin Harmon. Both are going to be battling with Antonio Gandy Golden for that spot. I might be unpopular opinion, but you tell what the thumbnail I'm going with this. If the guy will cut the crap, get his head right, focus on football, Antonio Brown. I said it. The best receiver in the game. DeAndre Hopkins and him, go hand in hand. But Antonio Brown is one of the most athletic, one of the craziest receivers there is out there. And he's had a lot of crap. You know, he has the investigation 11 months ongoing with the NFL and stuff with his helmet, and I don't know if he's completely right up here or not, but if he is, if the NFL finds that there's nothing wrong with him, please, Redskins, Washington football team, if you're watching this, please sign Antonio Brown. If he gets his head right, there's no con that comes with signing him. Only pros. Veteran leader. Best receiver in the NFL. You want to bring a big guy with skill, a veteran that knows what it's like to play many years in this league, into the receiving room? You bring him. The other one that fans are pushing for, because of him and Dwayne having a few exchanges in the comment sections on social media, is another guy where if he gets his head right and his body right, he'd be a good addition. Josh Gordon. Very good receiver. Go up and get the ball very fast. I would be all for him coming to the Washington football team. I'm very big on him. He'll have a very big impact. He knows how to read a playbook very well. He can adapt to it real quick. I've seen, because he switched a couple teams over the past couple of years with the Seahawks and the Patriots and the Browns. I think he'd be a great addition if we were to pick him up. I know him and Dwayne have had a few exchanges. I wouldn't have any problem with us picking him up. I think he's a great addition, potentially. But I just think Antonio Brown, because either way, it is a coin toss what you're going to get with him. It can be a coin toss whether it's going to be really good or really bad. So I think you just bite the bullet, go with, if they get their head right, who is the better choice? And I think it's Antonio Brown. A lot of fans are pushing for Josh Gordon because Antonio Brown just seems to be retiring and unretiring, which if you're dumb and stupid, you just apparently couldn't tell that Antonio Brown's retirement was just him getting attention, so when he promoted his album, he would get attention. If you couldn't tell that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for whoever dropped you on your head when you were little. They're bad. But I think Antonio Brown is the better solution. Josh Gordon is there. He's good. I'm fine with it if we sign him. I think it's a good signing either way. But we need help. Kelvin Hart's supposed to be one of those guys this year, and he tore his ACL. Cody Latimer was going to be a guy that played good, and played well in Denver, played okay in New York, and was going to come here and potentially get back that way he played in his early years in Denver. And now he's on the exempt list. Who knows how long? So, Antonio Gandy Golden, I think we have a solid receiver group as it is, but it's like I said, they have so much promise to get there, but they haven't shown that they can be there. And so I think having somebody that has been there, that is already there, would just help bring everybody else in the locker room together. That's why, if you are a member of the Washington football team, for Love Everything, please sign Antonio Brown. Plus, it'll make it really easier on me playing Madden, because Madden does no favors for the Washington football team whatsoever. So, I'm asking, out of pity, please sign Antonio Brown for me. And on the other Redskins fans, because we want... Look, Antonio Brown also brings some swagger to the team. And with a team that has no celebration with fans this year, we need all the swagger on film we can get. So, let's bring Antonio Brown in. AB himself. Make Kinsey give him 84. Get him the helmet he wants. And hope he doesn't get frostbite on his feet. And let's get the ball rolling. AB to DC. Let's go. Hope y'all all enjoyed watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below if you enjoyed this video, if you like my thoughts, or you have a thought that doesn't agree with mine and you want to say it. I'm welcome to discussion. I want to have discussion. Remember, fight for old DC. Love the Washington football team. Remember, like I said in the last episode, if you're wavering whether you should stay on as a fan or not, stay. It'll be worth it. Good things are only going up from here. And I hope you'll have a great day. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.